Big Tuesday, the power of silence, the power of being quiet and listening. So, tonight, I want to say welcome to the live. And here, my name is Katrina. I am the founder of Open Ears Communications. And again, tonight is Terrific Tuesday, the power of silence and listening. And so, we're going to discuss some things about that. We're going to get into it. But anyway, hey, I want everyone to have a beautiful day. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. I hope everybody had a positive outlook on their day. In the back, we have some smooth jazz I'm listening to. It's royalty free. And we want to go dive into this little topic of silence today when it comes to conversations. And it's kind of like there's two parts, like a double edged sword, you know, a sword with the silence and listening. But I just wanted to say welcome to my live. This is Open Ears Communications. Thank you for those that are going to be joining in my live on today. And so, with that said, don't forget to like, share, comment, the big subscribe. Please help me grow the community. As always, I always say that. And I want to continue to say that because we want our community to grow, and we want to make sure that everyone is feeling safe here in the sanctuary as well. Welcome to the sanctuary. This is where listening begins and healing begins. The setting of the sanctuary, I always say, it's peaceful, and we want to be mindful of the comments that come into the live. We want to be respectful because when I start reading, there might be something in there that I really can't really say over the live. So if you are commenting, please make sure that your comments are feasible for the live and respectful. And so we're going to dive into our terrific Tuesday. So I want to know, how is everyone doing today? I think I'll just kind of we'll listen a little bit to some of that nice mellow, sanctuary vibing music here. Listen to some of that. Just come on in. Welcome. I welcome you to come into my sanctuary. And today we're going to be talking about silence when it comes to communication and listening. Yesterday we talked about, some empathetic listening, how you can use empathy while you're listening. Today we're going to see how the silence kind of affects you, as you are in maybe relationships or communicating with someone else, how that silence can, have two different things. Hi, Alan, Alonzo. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my live. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you that are coming in my live. You guys are fabulous. Oh, good, good, good. How is the weather where you are? I'm out here in California, and it's pretty toasty today. Even though we really haven't had too much hot weather, but there's it today was kind of toasty, so there's some air conditioning running today, quite a bit here. Where are you chiming in from? Oh, thank you for the light suit, the love. Thank you guys. I had during my day today, I was at work, and so I have a company car, and so the other guy has a company car, but he doesn't really have his gas card yet. And everyone knows that I like to hug, and so after I helped him with the card to do what he needed to do as far as with the gas and everything, he's like, "Hey, where's my hug?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah." So he knows that that's one of the things that I do. So I try to spread love, and I try to push it out there as much as I can to show people that I care, and I genuinely do have a love for people. And so with that, it kind of made me feel good. And one other thing that happened was in the chat, I put blessings to everyone. And so that Friday, one of the guys said, "Well, how did you do that?" He says, "I'm so proud of you." But he said, "I wanted to always say something like that, but I'm kind of scared." But I was like, "No, I just want people to feel love. It's just a word. I'm saying blessings to everyone. I want that love to go out, just try to profess, the love of God." And so he was like, "I've always been afraid to do that." And so that kind of made me feel like, oh, kind of like a little special too, as far as there's something he wanted to do, but he was never able to do it, or he never did do it. And so whenever I kind of like, I'll say, broke the mold to do it, he's been a little more open and talks to me a little more about church, a little bit more. He started going to church and a little bit more about his Bible studies. And so, thank you guys, all you guys that are subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. Thank you for coming into my channel. My name is Katrina, and I am the founder of Open Ears Communications. Welcome to my sanctuary here, where the vibe is calm and it's peaceful. And I want you to feel that, thank you for the love. And that's what I always say. I try to portray love. And so sometimes when I get going, I think I just keep going and going, but I want you guys to really feel the love of Christ in me. And so I don't really want to wear a banner on my back. Hey, I'm a Christian. I'm this and that. No, I want my light to shine. Let's see. Cheesy noodle. Cheesy noodle. Hi there. Thank you for coming into the live. And so today we're talking about silence, in communication and in listening. Silence can either be, it's like a double-edged sword, you can either make the conversation or you can break the conversation. Even I try to relate it to relationships a lot, because that's where a lot of issues with communicating kind of like is like the bed of some issues, because the communication. Um, so the communication is just, we have to make sure that we are communicating. Um, and then we want to make sure that everything that, that we're doing, the other person is feeling good about that. And so when I say that, we do have to be empathetic and listening, that is something that we have to kind of like work on, because sometimes, like I said yesterday, we want the person to hurry up. We want them to get through the conversation. And silence is not always like on the negative side. It's silence can mean that, hey, I'm paying attention to you. I am giving you my undivided attention when I'm listening to you. And so I think I need to turn that down. Okay, and so that means I'm giving you my undivided attention. The silence, it doesn't necessarily mean that's it's like the end all be all. Even there's a scripture that I have tonight, and it's Ecclesiastes 3:7. It says, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to be silent, and a time to speak. So there's always a time for everything. Timing is everything. When whatever we do, timing is kind of like the layer of whatever we do. We can kind of like miss the mark a little bit, but timing has a lot to do with it. And again, I'm going to read the scripture again, and it kind of ties into my terrific Tuesday, silence, the power of silence and listening. And so that goes along with my sanctuary, because this is a listening supported service. And so that's what I have to focus on with listening to others, listening to what their stories are and what their concerns are. Again, the scripture is Ecclesiastes 3:7. It says, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to speak, and a time to be silent, and a time to speak. So being silent doesn't necessarily mean, that's like the negative end of the conversation. And so silence can mean that, yes, I am giving you this undivided attention. And here goes my nose again. And I want to make sure that my attention is on you. When we speak of the double-edged sword, sometimes when people are talking, they send their body language sends like a message that I don't really want to listen, or can you please hurry up and get it over with? So that double-edged sword, as far as speaking, a time to be silent. The silent, it is good in its own perspective. Um, and the word "ren," it means to refer to your inner healing, like a recovery. That's why I have this sanctuary here. It's for healing. It can help you heal. As we sit in here and we listen to the music, music just does something to your soul. Um, it just helps you to kind of like relax and get in the mode and find that space, find that peace that you are kind of like looking for. It just sets the pace for, you opening up and being vulnerable and just leaving everything on the table, leaving everything on the line. Um, you can also be silent, but at the same time you can pay attention. You just have to give some of those little nods or or your little cues to let that person know that you are talking or you're listening to them, but not just deplete like the whole thing as far as giving them sending them signals that you're not really listening to them. um, I think it's yesterday was what was the biggest mistake when trying to listen to someone. What is the biggest mistake? And a lot of times the mistake is that we kind of don't pay attention, as much as we should. I always kind of relate it back to relationships. Relationships, they suffer because for the lack of whatever partner person really don't know how to communicate or really don't know how to listen well, and so the relationship suffers, and it just kind of goes downhill. One person may want to talk, the other person may not want to talk, and the other part, they may not know how. They may not have, like I said, been taught to know how to handle uh, relationships, or even things that come in the world, as far as our issues. They may not have been taught on how to handle adversity, those types of things. And so listening goes a long ways. It does let the person know that I am interested in what you're saying. I hear exactly what you're saying. I'm going to validate your feelings. And so that within itself it carries a lot of weight, listening to someone. So, and that's what I want to practice as well in my sanctuary, is listening. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe please to the channel, so that we may grow the community. And I want to focus, on tonight or this afternoon, on the silence. And I said again, I will say again, silence is not necessarily, on the opposite end. It is on the opposite end of the spectrum, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like the negative portion of it. Sometimes silence can veer towards that way, because when someone's silent, and you can read body language, by their body language and by their actions, if they're in a positive mood or if they're not in a positive mode. So silence can kind of like be like, you don't know what the person is thinking. You don't know where their mind is. So that type of a silence it's a whole that is on the other end of the spectrum, and that is where the double-edged sword comes in. It's like one part of silence, it's okay, I'm silent, I'm quiet, but at the same time I'm still listening to you, and I hear exactly what you're saying, and I'm even gonna okay, give you a nod, or okay, yeah, give you some type of feedback to let you know that you have my undivided attention while you're talking. And so that's what we want to kind of like keep in the forefront of our minds. That's what we want to practice listening, listening, and more listening. We want to make people feel, loved and validated and heard, because a lot of times people don't feel heard, they don't feel validated, they don't think their feelings are being validated. People shut down. That's another thing. People will shut down if they don't feel like they're being heard. If Because they're feeling like at this point, it's like, why should I tell you any of how I'm feeling? Because you're just gonna, and not listen to me anyway. So shutting down is another big, I think, thing in the relationship. Is why people don't communicate, is because they don't know how to express that. They have not had, like, I guess, the tools. They don't have the tools to actually know how or learn how to communicate effectively and properly. And so that's a big thing, in relationships. And I always kind of throw it back to relationships, because that's one of the major things I feel like, um, why relationships end, marriages end, they break up, some point there has to be some stick to itness to it. so that, it will last and it will stay together, it will stand. And so people, they do some things sometimes that really they don't really want to in relationships, and you know, only because of the listening part. One party, if both parties are up here, someone has to, stay down below to be able to hear and to be able to listen. So that's what my topic is tonight. It's being silent, the power of being silent. And whether, like I said, whether if it's to the double-edged sword, whether if it's quiet and I'm paying attention to you, or whether if it's quiet, I'm being quiet. And you don't know what I'm thinking, but my actions are not showing that love and that peace and that happiness. That puts it in another different spectrum, a whole different spectrum of silence. And so we don't want to, make people feel uncomfortable when they're talking and when they are expressing their feelings. We want to acknowledge the feelings that they have and acknowledge what they're saying and give them that space of, yes, I hear what you're saying, I feel what you're saying, I feel what you're going through, you know, even if you can relate to some of the conversation. Like for me, I kind of been there myself as far as like feeling like, well, I'm not being heard, so I'm really not going to talk. And then that creates, silence. It creates shutdown. It creates division. It creates so many different other things. And that bond that you were having in a relationship is not there anymore because it chips away and it chips away and it chips away a little bit after a little bit after a little bit. And then after a while, it seems like, it's just two people just habitating together, but they really don't have a connection. They really don't communicate well. And so I want to employ you to, let's practice the silence, but in a positive manner, and let's be empathetic in our listening. Let's be empathetic towards each other. Let's show love toward each other. Again, I'll say the scripture in Ecclesiastes 3:7 says, "A time to rend, and a time to sow, a time to be silent, and a time to speak." So there's times that we need to do both, but we need to know how to orchestrate either one of those. A time to be quiet and a time to speak. We need to know which one is which. There was a song that says, got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. So that's kind of like the same thing the scripture is talking about. We got to know what to say and when we say it and how we say it, how to present it, and how we convey it to other people when we're talking, because we want them to feel validated. I want you guys to feel validated in this sanctuary, this listening, supported listening service. Please, I want you to feel validated. I want you to feel that in sincerity. I want you to feel that love and that compassion, the empathy and sympathy, all of that. I want you to feel that through this live that we have here. Um, but sometimes let me look and see. Yeah, that was my scripture. And while I was talking about rending, time to rend, that's a definite a process. It's something that's on the inside that is a process. Hi, hello. Is that something in Ghana Adventure? Hello, how are you? Thank you. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? Appreciate you coming into the sanctuary. How has your day been? Oh, thank you. Nice, nice. How's the weather where you are? Is it hot, muggy, cool? It's great. Oh, thank you. Nice. Where are you chiming in from? What state? I'm in California, so we had I think it was up to like 89 today, but I even know that Arizona and places like that is a little bit warmer, but in California it was really great. So you got weather. Your weather was great where you're at. South Dakota. Wow, nice. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for joining in. Shout out to South Dakota. Today I'm talking about yes, and he says yes. Adventure. I'm gonna and Gonna Adventure says yes. Oh, Woody is here. Woohoo! Woody, we missed you yesterday. Oh my God. And so and Ghana Adventure, thank you for joining my live. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We were talking yesterday. I think Linda was here. She asked about you. So how are you doing? Did you work today and Ghana Adventure? Did you go to work? Did you sleep? Did you? Oh, Woody says I am so busy lately. Yeah, I think we all are. I was calling my sister yesterday. My sister came on the live, and I hadn't talked to her in a while, but I had gave up. Yeah. Oh, you were off. Nice. Did you? Hopefully, you did some self care, and you got some rest. I hope you did that. To give yourself some peace and rest and oh good, good. Oh good. Glad you did. Good. That I like to hear people resting, even though, I always say I work a lot. So I work from 7:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon, and then I go back at 9 to 5 in the morning, and then I go back to work. I do this over and over, and people always ask me, when do you sleep? But I don't really get like 8 hours of sleep, but it does feel revived once I get like 4 or 5 hours. I have to be really, 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 really tired for me to really like just be bummed. But I'm going to adventure. Oh, Woody says, how was your day? Woody, it was great. As always, it was great. And Ghana Adventure says, yeah, I went to the lake with my sister. Nice. Woody says, I had to go to work today, sadly. Oh, well, it's great to have a job. It's a blessing to have a job. There's some people have to look at it on the positive side. Some people want jobs and don't have a job. So I would say it's a blessing to be able to get up and go to work. I mean, I don't know if you like your job or not. I do. I love my job. Um, Hey, I'm back. Who's back? Turtle Girl plays. Hey, I'm back. Woody, they were asking for you yesterday. Linda was asking for you, and I think the other night, I forgot his name, the one that you were saying you wanted to, did he play Roblox? He was asking for you too. And he's like, I'm going to leave. Woody's not here. I'm like, hey, but I am. I'm gonna Adventure says, yeah. Yes, Woody said they was. Yes. And they were saying, I miss him. And I was like, I do too. I got used to seeing him in the live. So yeah, they were asking for you. Yeah. I know. Turtle Girl plays says Woody. Woody. Woody's back, guys. But I'm going to adventure. Thank you for coming to my live. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love, you guys, for the hearts. You guys don't, well, the ones that haven't subscribed, if you would please subscribe and help me to grow our community. I feels like family here. So I'm going to adventure. Maybe you can just venture on into our family too. We have a big old family surrounded by love. So come on in. This is a sanctuary. This is where it starts. Woody says yes. Destin, Destin DeHaven, you are so pretty. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, I love this live. I love when you guys show up in all the comments. Not necessarily one that says I'm pretty, but I appreciate the comment. Woody says I hang out with family today. It was fun. Oh, nice. Turtle Guy Plays says you're a really great YouTuber. Oh, thank you. Well, if you're talking to me, I don't know, or maybe are you talking to Woody? But I really appreciate you guys coming to my live. It makes it more live to have you guys in the live. Oh, Mary. Mary's here. Mary, I'm back. Woody says no, you. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Woody, Mary says hello. Wow, you guys are all here today. And I'm going to adventure. Hopefully you'll stay in and, hang in here with us. Ms. Lauren, yo. Ms. Lauren said, yo. Alonzo says, hi, everyone. Woody says, I just joined. Uh-huh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please, and help us grow our little community. We're doing so good here. Ms. Lawrence said, sorry I missed your stream, your other stream yesterday. Yeah, I streamed Saturday. I streamed Sunday. I went 7, 8 days straight, I believe. So I'll probably stream this whole week. Alfonso, do you remember me? Alonzo? I don't, but hey, welcome back. I'll get used to you. If I see you on this live again tomorrow, I will remember you. Woody says, oh my, Woody, so much people. Yeah. That's good. I love that. You guys don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Everybody misses everybody. When we don't show up, we miss everyone. Mary says yes. Linda was here yesterday. Linda's the one that said she missed you. Alonzo said I was on the live. I said hi. Yes, I just saw you. Hi, Alonzo. Thank you for coming to my live. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are so beautiful. Oh my God. Woody says I might be here tomorrow, and it's okay if you're not. But we just know if you when you guys are not here, I do miss you guys. It was me and Linda and myself. We were just talking amongst each other. Woody says, I know, I not, though. So Mrs. Lawrence says, barely any subscribers, but most effort. Turtle Girl says, me too, Woody. Mary Fry says, I'm going to be here. Oh, thank you, Miss Mary. Woody says, I might not. You might not as far as tonight or going forward. I miss you, Woody. I missed you. I missed you. Linda was like, oh, I miss Woody. Linda, it was just Linda and myself. And then she said, Linda says, are there any more people on here commenting? And I was like, no, about that time my sister came in the live. And so then the comments started to pick up. Yeah, the comments started to pick up. So we actually had a really good live that night too, as well. But I appreciate you guys coming in and checking in. And oh, Ms. Mary, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the live. So what are you checking out early tonight? Turtle Girl Plays. That's I'm sub-like. Okay, thank you. Woody says, I hope she comes today. I do too. I told her I'd be on live today, Miss Linda. She's from Pennsylvania. And so I told her I'd be. Thank you for the loves. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you guys. You guys are sweet. Thank you. Oh, Woody says no. Oh, maybe I didn't understand when you said you might. I thought you was saying you might just like leave the live. Oh, you're staying. Woody says, I am staying for long. And Ms. Mary says, I hope you have a great day. Yes. Did everybody on the live have a great day? Oh, thank you for all the hearts. Oh my God. You're going to make my heart flutter. Oh, thank you so much. Turtle Girl, thank you. Turtle Guy Plays. So forgive me for saying it. Turtle Guy. You guys, thank you for all those little emojis and all that stuff. And Ghana Adventure says, yeah, on Ghana Adventure, you're welcome to stay in the live. We have, like, we're just always having, I think, the most fun here. Woody says, no, I might not tomorrow. Oh, that's all. That's actually, that's fine, Woody. I don't expect you guys to come every day, but just know that when you're not here, we miss you. And then other people on the live, they miss you too, and they start asking about you because it's kind of like family. Once we start seeing you guys, we miss you when you're not here. Today we were talking about silence, so clearly this live is not silence. We were talking about silence and listening. Woody says, no, I might not tomorrow, which is fine. And Turtle Guy Plays says, I might come tomorrow. So Woody and Turtle Guy, they like to play, I think, Roblox or something like that. So Woody, thank you. Woody says, LOL, he's cracking up. Ms. Mary says, your life, but I'm not gonna wait because I'm going to play. Your life, but I'm not gonna wait because I'm going to play. Don't really understand that, Miss Mary. Woody says, no, not really. So I'm not sure what you guys were meaning with that. I know. What do you mean, Miss Mary? Can you help us out? We're listening, and this is part of the live here is we want to make ourselves to be better listeners and Hopefully we can understand what you're saying, but when I was reading it, I didn't really understand it. Woody says, oh, I know what she said. Woody always figures it out. I'm like the last one to figure it out. Turtle Guy says, peace out. Okay, Turtle Guy, thank you for popping in the live. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, have a great afternoon, Turtle Guy, please. Wherever you're at, enjoy your afternoon. Oh, she said she's going to play Roblox. Okay, all right, Miss Mary. Miss Mary's a gamer. Okay, I see you, Miss Mary. Woody, are you going to play Roblox too? So I think they probably headed out of the live. But it's cool. If you guys, disperse yourself, I would like for you to stay here. But I mean, if you have other priorities, that's fine with me. I'm just grateful for the time that you come in the live. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And if you, have other obligations, I can understand that. And that's part of the listening, being able to understand. You guys have other things to do, and that is quite all right. That is fine by me. And my topic today was Terrific Tuesday. And guess what? We are having a terrific Tuesday. We have Woody, Turtle Guy Plays. We have Ms. Lauren. I don't want to start calling other names, but we have Ms. Lauren. Thank you guys. Woody says, I think they did. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I said I named it Terrific Tuesday. And then my subtopic was how silence, the power of silence, and like relationships and the power of listening. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You want someone to listen to you, but you also want someone to acknowledge that you are listening to them and giving them your full divided unattention. Miss Mary Fry says yes. Mary says, but I'm gonna watch your stream when I play Roblox. Woohoo! Thank you, Miss Mary. So sweet. So sweet. So sweet. So thank you. And I'll keep going with my analogy of the silence and listening. So whenever you're listening, you want someone to actually listen to you, but you also want them to acknowledge. Today it was raining so bad in Michigan, Woody says. Wow, really? Really? Oh, did you see that? I heard in Texas they had like this rain that came on, I think it was Saturday, out of nowhere, and it caused flooding. So that was pretty bad as well. Woody says, I got drenched. You got drained or drenched. And Woody says, hi. Hi, Woody. Miss Mary says, you're welcome. You guys are so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh, Woody says, I did. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was pretty bad, huh? Yeah, that was a amazing. I mean, just start coming down out of nowhere. Yeah. Wow. So, Woody, did you have a good work day? Miss Mary, did you work today? And don't forget, those that are on the live, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Woody says you did. You worked, but did you have a good day? Hopefully you had a good day, and hopefully I can, end your day, even if you were having a little bit of friction in your day. Hopefully you can end it with a live with me and to have some upbeat positivity and just feel the vibe that is live. And I appreciate everybody coming in here, and it just makes me feel like, oh, I have so much in me. Woody says I did. Woody says, and hang out with family. Family is important. Oh, you got off early. Nice. So I go to work at 7:30, but I'm off at 3:30. I'm really home by 1:30 because I have to finish notes and do notations on the laptop. So, but it's pretty chill. It's a pretty chill job. And then my night job is pretty chill because it's a knock shift. So, it's not that bad. And I really do enjoy what I do. I really do enjoy listening, and like I always said, I always had a love for seniors. So now I get to actually be in that vein of serving seniors, going to them, listening to them, even though, like I say, a lot of times things be saying it doesn't really make sense, but I'm there for them. Same here. I am here for you guys. So if you'd like deeper connection with me, you would just click the link in my bio, and there you'll see how to go through the operations of the information on how to be able to get a one-on-one. Woody says, I got off early. Where is everyone? I think everyone left, Woody. I don't see anybody on the chat right now but you. And whenever that happens, I just kind of either go on or just do whatever I got to do and just go on. But I appreciate you. If you do have to leave, Woody, I appreciate you. I love you. I always show, it's always like, oh, there's that little icon there, and I always know it's you. So you make my day. Hey, you make my day, Woody. I don't know who you are personally, but when you come on the live, it's like it's live. This live is live, and everyone on here that knows you, they're always asking for you. Woody says, "I don't." You don't what, Woody? Everyone. Woody says, "Where's everyone?" But he says, "I don't." So you make me alive. You make me feel alive, and yeah, I know I don't personally know you, but it just seems like you do. You had a hard day. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, Woody, what type of work do you do? Is it very strenuous, hard labor? Well, hopefully you can do some self care. And I know you love your rest, and I know you like to do things to do you have your self-care, get your sleep in. I know you do that because you told me that before, so just keep continuing to do that so you can do self-care for yourself, do something that you like. And today you said, oh, engineering, wow. Oh my goodness, Woody. I have to put parts on cars. Oh wow. Oh yeah, Michigan, that's where they're, yes, okay, now it makes sense. I understand now. Yes. Yeah, the assembly line type of thing. Oh, what kind of cars, Woody? Oh, that's interesting. In Detroit, Michigan. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. That seems like an interesting profession, though. Ford. Okay. Do you drive one of those Fords, Woody? I don't have a Ford. I don't think I've ever owned a Ford. Ford. Yes, I have. I did one. Oh, you have a Ford? Yeah. Since you work there, you probably do, huh? Oh, well, that kind of makes sense, You're working there, so yeah, why wouldn't you have a Ford? My cousin always buys Mustangs. He always buys the most souped up Mustangs, and oh boy. Boy, oh boy. What? Woody? What? What? Oh my goodness, you get one for free. Nice. Big ups to you. Oh, well, I can't say that because I don't know. Like that turtle guy plays, says he's, not sing, but we don't know that. I don't know him personally. So if he does, he does, and if he doesn't, then oh well. But it's nice. It was nice to hear you say it. It gave me a little spark. It's like really. So I don't know. Well, I don't know you. And Turtle Guy says you're saying something else, but we don't want to say that. We want to keep our comments respectful. Turtle Guy, or I do, or do I? Woody says, I don't want to hear it. So, Turtle Guy, make sure you're keeping your comments respectful. Everybody has been respectful on here, and we want to keep the vibe of the sanctuary nice and warm and pleasant. So, don't want to say things that we don't know about people. That would be nice. And it's always a good thing to apologize when you say something or do something that's not pleasing to someone else. Woody says, please don't ruin my day. I will go hard. So you guys, let's keep it respectful. Turtle Guy, I don't really think that was the nicest thing to say because maybe if you don't know him, you can't go saying things about people that you don't know. But let's keep it going. And we're talking about listening. So obviously Woody was listening. He was reading what I said. So, but let's keep our comments, respectful to each and every one because I have to read them. When I read them, it might not be something that's respectful. So Woody says, please do not ruin my day. I will go hard. Turtle Guy plays, I work at Ford Detroit. Woody says, okay. And Turtle Guy says, oh, twins. So we're still talking about listening. So obviously you guys I don't know if you talk off camera or not, or off the live, but I want to just keep it in the center and make sure that we're talking about what the focal point for the live is. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share. I appreciate you guys coming to the live. Just it makes me feel so warm and, as they say, warm and fuzzy inside for you guys to come to my live. Woody said, "What's your name, Turtle?" Woody said, "What's your name?" So we want to keep the live, in proper perspective. We're talking about silence and listening on today. How Woody says, "I remember you. I've been looking for you all day." Turtle Guy says, "Not giving information." Woody says, "King World." Okay, so you guys, let's bring it back into the center of my live here. Listening. Why listening can. King World says, "You remember me." King World says, "You remember me?" Woody says, "I do." King World says, "Hi." Hi, King World. I remember King World too. How are you doing, King World, today, this afternoon? Hopefully you had a great day as everyone else did. And Turtle Guy Plays says, "I remember you, King World." Where have you been, King World? Says to Woody. So Woody, see, everybody misses you. When you're not on the live, everyone misses you so badly, dearly. Woody says he's been at work. So we're talking about on today. So if you guys really want to talk off camera about all that, but I have to keep it in perspective of the Terrific Tuesday, and we are having a Terrific Tuesday here, and it's talking about silence. I have to work now. Okay. Okay. All right. King World says okay. King World says, "God bless you all." Turtle Guy says, "I have work at 5." Okay, thank you guys for coming in. I know. Woody says, "I am not." You're not. Woody says, "I'm not." So there's some of them that are going to drop off. And Turtle Guy Plays says, "Thank you for your blessings." You're welcome. Thank you, Turtle Guy Plays. King World says, "Woody, can you go on stream every day?" And Woody says, "I have having a good day." So Woody's having a good day. So let's everybody just put that out there that when we say comments, it's gonna, uplift somebody and not put them in a space where they really don't want to be on the live. And so I want this live to be peaceful and kind, and we say kind things to everyone. Woody says, no. Turtle Guy says maybe. Turtle Guy says no. So I don't know what you guys have going there. King World says don't end the stream. Okay. Yeah, but we're talking about silence, the power of silence and listening today, Turtle. King World. Okay, thank you. You are looking good today. Who says that? Woody? Oh, I am? Well, thank you. Thank you, Woody. And we're talking about listening, how listening can be like a double-edged sword. Turtle Guy Plays is true. Oh, thank you guys. So it can either lift somebody up, or it can kind of like, cut somebody down. So when we're listening, we want to make sure that we're listening, because our body actions and reactions and things that gives off like signs. And so when someone, it's a double-edged sword. So if you're listening and you're paying attention, that's like, okay, yeah, I hear you, I understand you. But then on the other end, if you're listening and you're quiet and you don't know what the person is thinking. Woody says, "You are looking good today." Thank you. Turtle Guy says true. King World says, "I'm having a good day because Woody is here." Woody, hello. Woody says, "Nanny." Woody, what you talking about? King World says, "Looking for you for so long, Woody." Yes, I think King World was on the other day, and he's the one who was asking for you too. Today, Linda's not here. All of you guys were here that one time, and so Linda was on. She was on yesterday. And so she was asking for Woody. So Woody, when you're not here, everybody misses you. Woody says you are. So you guys don't forget to like, comment, show me some love, show me some love, show me some love. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. You guys are the bestest crew on the live. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Woody says you are. You are what? You are. So Woody also says, "I didn't know." So I think most of King World says, I am so happy that I found you where you said because you sad because of me that I'm not here. That's what King World says. I'm so happy that I found you where you said you because you sad because you I don't kind of I think maybe he's saying he's glad he found you. I think Woody, and I guess he was kind of sad when you weren't here. Yeah, they kind of left off Woody. Woody, so you got to stay on here every day so other people will stay. I'm gonna, uh, I'm gonna have you stay on the live, Woody, at least for a few minutes, at least, so everybody can see your face, and then you can just disperse or do whatever. But they do. They miss you, Woody. I know. I didn't really understand that. I guess he said that he's so happy to see you. He's so happy he found you. Then he says, "Where?" Oh, I think maybe he's saying, "Were you sad?" Maybe. I'm not quite sure about that. I didn't either. Woody says he don't understand. So maybe King World, you can kind of elaborate on that and let us know what you are speaking of. But welcome to the sanctuary, you guys. Woody says, okay. King World says, I miss you, Woody. See? Woody? What in the world? Woody says, oh, Woody, you must be popular. You are one popular guy, Woody. Oh my goodness. But that's really sweet because if people are feeling the vibe from you through the live, then that says it speaks volume. King World says, please don't stream. Don't stream. Why? Why? You don't want me to stream? King World, what are you talking about here? But anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. So here, this is a sanctuary. Welcome to the sanctuary. This is Open Ears Communications. My name is Katrina. Woody says I probably am. This is Open Ears Communications. This is welcoming. I'm welcoming you to the sanctuary. I play like the music so that you can get down in the stream. Oh, okay. Woody, I love when you type. I know, Woody, you must be a fast typer and a immaculate typer. Because Woody, you always figuring things out. Whenever I can't, you're always doing that. Yes, Woody's always figuring things out. You're like the best, Woody. Oh, from day one, and I was like, I don't understand what they're talking about. Woody was like, oh, I think it means this, or I think it means that. So Woody's the one that's always coming up. You must be good at doing crossword puzzles, figuring out crossword puzzles, because that's something I'm not good at. But Woody says I am. Oh my gosh. Oh, Woody says I am. Oh, that's nice. You go, Woody. Yeah, so this makes me feel like I'm listening to you guys, even though I'm reading the comments and reading them out loud. It makes me feel like I'm actually listening or in your conversation, like real time, because I'm reading all the comments, and that's why it's important. I mean, even me making a mistake and reading it, I have to go back and read it again because I want you guys to be able to understand whenever I read it out loud that you can understand it, even though Mr. Woody is going to figure it out regardless. And I appreciate you, Woody. I appreciate you, Woody. Woody is so sweet. You make the live, Woody. You really do. Little do you have a lot of pull in the live, and I appreciate it. I just appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up in the live, and showing me love in the hearts and the emojis in the chat, all that good stuff. I appreciate that stuff, and I really love you guys. Like I always say, without you, there's no me. I always equate it to making something that has a bunch of ingredients, and if you leave some of the ingredients out, it's not really going to come out like it's supposed to. But you guys are my main ingredients here, because without you, there's no me. You are fast at growing, going live. Oh, you mean I am fast at going live? Like on the dot at 6 o'clock? Is that what you mean, Woody? Or are you saying my live is growing? I hope that's growing. I hope my live is growing. That's what I want the community to grow. King World says in the stream in 30 minutes. Yes, I've been on longer than 30 minutes. And Woody says yes. So are you talking about the length of time that I'm streaming? But you guys, help do that. You guys are the meat and potatoes of this. You guys are the main ingredients. So as long as you are interacting, I can continue to be on the live, and talk about the community, and talk about, the love and the peace and the serenity and all that good stuff that we know that we need to inhabit our being. Woody says, yeah, okay. In the stream in 30 minutes, I can't be here at 6. It's 9 p.m. here. Oh, that's fine. So 6. So what time is earlier? Oh, that's okay, Woody. The time that you do come in, it's perfectly fine. If you can only stay a few minutes. King World says, Woody, please don't go to bed. I miss him too whenever he leaves, but I know he has a demanding job. And so I do understand, and that's part of listening, is to understand. Oh, Woody says I won't. And so I want to make sure, I'm being fair. I believe in being fair to people. So if you say you have to get off the live, it's okay. King World says it's sunny. Is it sunny or night? Well, King World, if you're talking to me, it's sunny in California, and it was hot today. It was about, let's see, 89, I think, today, or 86, somewhere along in there. Woody says at 6:30 I can be here. Oh, that's fine, Woody. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Make it feasible for you. King World says okay. Woody says night. Woody says it's night where he's at. So it's not quite night in San Diego, but in California, but it's still light, but it's still like kind of hot. And it was a hot day today. This is like one of the hotter days that we had in California, but it was pretty decent as far as, being able to get out and do something. But you have to get in your car and get back in the air because, it was a little bit of a breeze, so it really wasn't that bad. So Woody says it's night there. So I do like the conversation that we have here. I do like, the people that are engaging. I love to engage in conversation, and understanding is another thing. And since you guys are understanding each other, that's pretty neat. I like that on the live here. And that's part of the communication that we have, that we want to spread abroad, communicating and understanding one another, and being able to validate one another's feelings, and not making one person feel less than, or saying something that's really not true. So we just want to be respectful of comments on here. And I always say that, even if no one does come to the left, I still want to make sure I put that out there in the atmosphere, because Woody says 10 minutes until 10 p.m. here. Okay, yes. And Woody, I understand you have been on the live, and I appreciate you. If I see that little green, I don't even know what that is. Whatever it is, it's small. I know that. But what if I see that? And Woody, I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for King World. Oh my goodness, you guys make the live. So I appreciate you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think King World, you and Woody I think they're the only ones left here, probably. I think. It looks kind of like I have, two in here. So, it may be you and King World. So maybe in 10 minutes I'll end the live too, but I will end the live with my scripture whenever I do. I'll just talk about my scripture that I have today. Today my scripture was Ecclesiastes 3:7, and it says a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to speak, and a time to be silent. And my terrific Tuesday was silence. The power of being silent and quiet and listening. And so I was mentioning, Woody, I was fighting my brother. Sorry. King World says, Woody, I was fighting my brother. So maybe you and Woody would be able. Woody says it's okay. So I want to bring it back down to base, to where we're talking about the listening and empathetic listening. That was, I think, yesterday or the other day, how we need to have empathy, or we can have empathy. I'm happy I made it to life. Oh, I'm happy you made it to the live too. Thank you, King World. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I really do. And I appreciate you guys coming into this live, because you could be anywhere else. You don't have to pop in my live, but You do, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. You know, I like to laugh, I like to giggle, so that's something when you guys are in here too. King World with Woody, with Woody. I know. When Woody says, "I hope Linda comes tomorrow," I know. I miss her today too. Yeah, I have her on my prayer list as well. I was thinking about her over the weekend, and she was on my mind quite a bit throughout the weekend, popping in and out of my mind, and I was, praying for her. So just keep her in prayer. Let's lift Linda up in prayer. She's not here tonight, but we always just want to make sure we want to. I hope she comes tomorrow. Me too. I hope she comes tomorrow. So let's just, be mindful of each other and be empathetic towards each other. And you just never know what the next person is going through. And she's so nice. Yes, Woody said she's so nice, and so are you, Woody. Likewise, you are too, Woody. Oh, King World, he's really nice. Laura, I think it was Laura. She was on the other night. So I miss every one of you guys when you're not on the live, and I appreciate when you are on the live. It makes me just feel bubbly inside, and as I say, the one fuzzy feeling, it gives me that, and then plus the music in the background, the royalty-free music, it just sets the mood for the sanctuary, and I appreciate it. It just makes me want to be here. I even on Sunday I was on the live, and I was like, wait a minute, this is like 6 7 days straight, but I wanted to be on the live because, for one, I kind of really didn't have too much else to do, but it was just like, oh, I want to go do this. I want to be on the live so that I can see who comes on the live. And, it actually turned out to be a really nice live. I think that was the night everybody was asking for you, Woody. Yeah, I think that was the night everybody was asking for you. But anyway, it turned out to be, a success. I know. I said King World. Yes. Yes. King World says me. I am nice too. Yes, I did say your name. I included you, King World. Why would I leave you out? So there's a lot of you guys that come on the live now, and I look for you to be here, whenever. I mean, even if you're not here, I still am going to look for you if it's okay. I'll just have a mental of King World and Woody and Linda and all the rest of them that I can't remember. Um, so you guys just keep showing up for me, and I'll keep showing up for you. And don't forget to comment on my videos. I can't always be polished, but I try to. And sometimes I get up and I'm like, oh Lord, I look a mess. But anyway, anyway, I still do my lives and my little videos, and so you guys get to see the raw part of me, the part that's polished. You'll get all of that. So Woody says, me too. Yes, you guys are. Yes, you guys are nice, very nice, super nice. So I appreciate that, you guys. And thanks for hanging in here with me. Thanks for hanging in with Open Ears Communications, in the sanctuary. We're in the sanctuary, and we're just exploring each and every one of us. Just having a good old time. Friday was really sweet too. Friday was nice. It was a fantastic Friday, I think, or something. I named it like that. I can't remember. Um, I can't remember, but it was really nice because a lot of you guys came to the live too on Friday. And then Saturday I think was a little, and then Sunday. But either way, Woody says no problem. Thank you, Woody. Yeah, but I know you have to go to bed, Woody. And I know that Woody says I might be. Oh, that's nice. You got a little calligraphy look like going there, Woody. But yeah, just remember, communication is key. Communicating effectively is key. Knowing how to be quiet or when to be quiet. It's kind of like you know when to hold them and know when to fold them. That type of thing. You know when to say something and when not to say something. King Girl says, I don't have to go to bed. It's night right now and I don't. Well, Woody has to go to work. Woody said, I don't have to go to bed. Oh, Woody says he doesn't have to go to bed. Oh, okay. So none of you guys, either one of you guys have to go to bed. So how do you guys like the lives as far as like the information that I put out? Let me know how you like that. Or do you guys just come here just to But I try to feed off some information that's feasible for everyone, and maybe, and Woody will be going to bed maybe in a little. Oh, you love it? Oh, thank you, Woody. Thank you, Woody. Aw, you're so sweet. Woody, you're just a sweet person. I don't know who you are, but you're just so sweet. And I love it. I love it too. I love you. I love you guys. You guys are the best. And I always say, without you, there's no me. And I really do mean that. I love you guys. My heart just like, oh, it flutters. Because when I see you guys come on the live, it's all like, oh, almost want to cry. But I can't do that because I'm on live. But it would be a good cry and a happy cry if I did. So just know that you guys make my day. Woody, you make my evening because it's evening. All of you guys, you make me feel like, oh wow, they're showing up again in my life. King World says, I love it when Woody is here. I know, we all do. We love it when you're here, King World. I've gotten used to seeing you too, King World. When I don't see you, it's like, where are my people? You know? Yeah. Yeah, Woody says you do. See, King World, Woody, yeah, I'm telling you, they all miss you. God made me so I can be nice to people. Oh, that's very nice, King World. Me too. And I try to treat people like the way I want to be treated. And so even with me listening to elderly, and sometimes, it can be like, oh, well, they just said that over and over and over and over. But I have to realize, I don't know what point it's going to be me. So I have to look at it at that way too. And not only that, I'm doing a service for the community, and I want whatever I do to be effective to someone that they can take with them. Woody says, I miss King World and Linda not trying to be weird. Linda? Oh, yeah, 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 I get you. Yeah, she's sweet too. Linda's a sweetheart. She is. All three of you guys. Um, King World says, yes, I mean it, Woody. Yeah, this vibe, I love the vibe that we have here. The vibe of the sanctuary and how calm and how peaceful, you guys are. I really do enjoy that, and I really respect you guys for coming into the live and saying, those things, because that helps me come back to my live one more time. That you guys are connecting with each other as well. Woody says, yay. Yeah, and so, just listening to what the comments or reading comments that you guys have here, it's been a pleasure, listening to it and reading. And while the music is playing in the background and me explaining, our title today, which is Silence and Listening. It's the power of silence and listening, how listening is one of those things that it's not something we just come up on and be like, oh yeah, I just want to listen to you, but it's a skill. You literally have to practice, because sometimes I have felt myself, interjecting or cutting someone off in conversations, when you have to be like, oh wow, I just cut that person off. Let the person speak and get it out, and then you can say what you can. I be in a live highlight? King World says, give. Can I be in a live highlight? How do I do that? So you would be talking on the subject of whatever that subject I would have for that day. I don't know how to do that. Or is it something I could do to have a live? Can I be in a live highlight? I'll have to check that out and see how can I do? How can I bring people up? Can you do that? Oh yeah, like when I post. So what would I do? Because I'm not really familiar with that. Like when I post. So shout out to Woody. Is that what I would need to do? Let me write it in, Woody Bros. King World says, I'm from Brampton. So where's Brampton, King World? Post a video about the live. Okay. Okay, I could do that. And so put Woody Bros 1 in there. Is that what I would do? When I post, like, I can post in the post, what are you doing? King World says, what are you doing? Woody says, yes. Oh, okay. Okay. And so I just want to make sure, by putting your handle in there, is that okay? At Woody Bros 1? That would be fine, because I don't want to put something. Oh, King World says Canada. Oh, that's right. You're from Canada. Okay, but the other night you just said Canada, not Brampton. Oh, well, thank you, King World. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty dark there. Woody says, yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Yes, I can do that. Yes. And you guys, please comment on the videos. Like I said, you see me in there raw. You see me with, I'm not even done, but you see, this is not as bad as some of the videos. I only have a few, but it's growing. It's a growing community, so we want to keep it growing, and I want to keep you guys. Can you post? Yes, yes, yes. Woody says, can you post? Yes. Have you guys seen the video? Some of the videos that I posted. Yes, Woody, I can post. I'm gonna go in 5 minutes. I will too because I've been on here for like an hour. Oh wow, over an hour. Wow. It's going to take me a minute to upload probably. But yeah, so you guys, I really appreciate you once again for coming on the live. Woody says, King World says, Woody, are you from Canada? Woody says no. Woody's not from Canada, he's saying. So I just want to say, I know Woody has to go, and I will probably just go ahead and end the live, the terrific Tuesday. And it has been a terrific Tuesday with all of the crew here enjoying the sanctuary and making comments and showing up and showing out. And I really do appreciate it. Kingwell says, no, really appreciate it, each and every one of you guys. So remember, it's a time to speak and a time to be silent. And remember the power of silence and communication and listening. If you don't remember, see you tomorrow. Oh, bye, Woody. See you tomorrow. So, King World, thank you for coming in and joining the live. I hope to see you again soon, okay? Love you guys. And thank you for joining. Aw, bye. Toodles. Thank you for coming to Open Ears Communication Sanctuary. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye, Woody. Bye, King World. Woody, maybe this should be your live, huh? But anyway, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.